Danny Masterson really thought he was never going to get caught or go to jail or be held accountable. Let's talk about it. A prosecutor in the Danny Masterson rape trial described the behavior and actions of the former That 70s Show's actor as predatory in nature as well as opportunistic. Masterson, 47, was sentenced on September 7th to 30 years to life in prison for raping two women at his Hollywood Hills home in the early 2000s. It's been a long time coming for them to get their justice, says the county deputy district attorney Mueller, who did an interview with People. Mueller says that the judge's prison sentence was absolutely the right decision. Masterson was charged in 2020 for forcibly raping three women in separate incidences between 2001 and 2003. Masterson, whose previous prosecution for raping three women ended in a mistrial in 2002, was convicted of two of the charges. Mueller says Masterson was consistent in his manner in which he forcibly raped each of his victims. He surreptitiously drugged the victims using an alcoholic beverage as the vehicle for administration and then forcibly raped them as they became incapacitated, he says. This afforded him the opportunity to obtain control and dominance over his victims as he carried out his forcible assault. The district attorney says that he feels like Masterson always thought that he was going to get away with it. What is so interesting about the situation is that the Church of Scientology protected Masterson along with his friends, such as Ashton Kutcher. If you consider the timeline of events from the allegations, the Church of Scientology and his friends probably protected him for many years, if not 20 or more. Yesterday, we played a video from Doc Dunn, who recalled an incident of her friend having acted some type of way after going to a party at Danny Masterson's.
Probably 30 minutes of being there, my friend Erica starts slurring her words like, "Ugh," and I'm like,
Oh my
oh my
God, how
God, girl,
scary.
lock it up and get it together. Like, what is wrong? Danny kind of standing with his arm up above my friend, and my friend is like leaning against the wall, like holding herself up,
Oh my
all her
God.
body weight against this wall, and he's like up above her, like talking to her, looking down, like super kind of aggressively. And I'm like, oh, I bet he's not happy that like a drunk girl's at his house. So I go over and I grab her very quickly and I'm like, oh, sorry, excuse us. So I start kind of dragging Erica and I notice that she is completely on top of me. Like she can't hold her weight whatsoever.
And Bijou Phillips, again, his wife, being very upset about him, saying, I know what you do. I'm not stupid," acting all irate.
And I can hear her screaming at Danny, like, I know what you're doing. You think I'm stupid. You think I don't know. And at the time, I'm like, what does she think was happening? Like, we were just trying to play poker and just go to the bathroom. Like, what? Like, did we
It
do
didn't
wrong?
click.
And she's going on and on about, like, you think I don't know. You think I don't know. And so this made me realize that I think even back then, she kind of knew. And I bet you there's more out there
Mhm.
that probably have seen this.
Mhm.
She did not seem surprised whatsoever about something that was happening.
To me, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, it seems to me that the circle exactly knew what was up and they covered for him, including Bijou, Ashton Kutcher, and potentially all these other characters. They knew his secret. I also want to say this. Church of Scientology was well aware of these rapes. They held reports. They tell their people not to report to civil law about anything going on
And knowing
internally.
that it says in the book that that Mesereau brought, I think it was Mesereau in the first trial, it says it in there that Scientologists, this is one of many places that it says it, but that Scientologists cannot report to the civil
Now,
authorities.
of course, a lot of this is my opinion, my speculation. In my opinion, I would agree with what Deputy Mueller said in various interviews is that he really thought he was going to get away with this. And honestly, if everybody kept the secret between his friends, the church that builds a community with its people, that is supposed to be a refuge for its people, if they are protecting him and then they're handling these criminal activities and then telling civilians to go directly to them, not to go to the authorities. Yeah, I feel like he really thought he was going to get away with this. And then the wife, who, in my opinion, also overlooked, and thought that none of this was going to be let out. Now, it came to my attention that Doc Dunn put her video on TikTok on private. I believe she closed her account. I'm not surprised. I don't know if the lady got a CND, or maybe a lot of people, they're like messaging and telling people to be quiet and whatnot. I don't know. I'm hoping that that's not the case, and I'm hoping that she continues to share that story about her friend, or maybe her friend reached out to her and told her, please don't share this information anymore. I don't know, but it is out there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out.